Hi guys, we're live again. Yes, I'm very talkative right now, but it's right now 9:11 p.m. 9:01 on a Friday, March the 21st, 2025. May. I wish it was May. But I want to talk about tax season and tax scams and this very suspicious email I got saying how my dress has changed. Um, which is kind of interesting. Uh, Mind you, my ID has been missing twice this past year. Considering these neighbors are being aggressive and so forth, criminal activities, theft, blah, 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 God knows what else. I'm not sure why it says my email address, why my address has changed when it was same since 2009. I never got that email address ever. I never got the email um, message ever until this year. I have that address. I've been here since 2009. So there's no reason for this address changed back to this place when I was always here. I never got a trim check since the uh, quite a while ago actually. Interestingly enough, when my ID got so-called missing, it happened twice so far. It happened twice when my ID went missing. And I never got a trillium check for most of the year. Just not sure why it says when my address has changed to this address room's always here since 2009. So I've looked further into this, why it is like that. I got an email about why it has been claimed to be changed back to this address. So I imagine that someone stole my ID is referring to another address. And knowing how these criminals work, probably some kind of a not their address directly, or someone else's is stupid enough, or some kind of box number or something, I imagine. So that has to be looked into, and so forth. Address changed. Doesn't make any sense. When it was the same all the time since 2009. It makes no sense at all. Maybe I was getting trim checks and someone else has gotten hold of it and referred to somebody else with my ID that was so-called missing. I wonder. That is the worst case scenario, to be honest. That's the worst case scenario. But I can't get into my account. I just can't seem to get to my account there. So it's possible someone did hack into it. And we cannot rule out the hacker who has hacked in my YouTube. May seem I'm smoking, and did the same thing someone in Toronto. So he's a very likely suspect too, considering he is associated with these troublemaker neighbors, especially the one who moved out. So he's in major scrutination right now, as you know. And he changed his name as well. Why? Criminal record. A girl running from abuse and everything makes sense, but a guy, it makes more sense they have done criminal activity and they changed the name to try to cover up their criminal activities. And judging by the arrow moving around by itself, you're in trouble, buddy. And believe me, I know your brother. I know your family. And I know what city they're in. Well, town, well, it's a city now, I think. It's a little bigger than that. But yeah. Plan to pay them a visit and try to get a job there. Anywho, yeah. It's another story for another time. But for tax scams, if you get an email saying your address has changed and it has not changed, well, check it out. Something's wrong right there. So that's one warning to see what's what and so forth. How it has to do with these neighbors or people downtown, could be anybody who did it. But like I said, birds of a feather flock together. In this town, believe me, you just have to connect the dots, and believe me, they all do know each other or know of each other. So just connect the dots until you get them all, or the main people who caused the whole thing, into the crime they have committed, or crimes. And that's how we get them. So, yeah. Address changed, huh? So, meaning maybe I was getting trim checks. I thought I loved some of it. But I wasn't getting trim checks for a while after my first ID disappeared. And now, when I did my taxes yesterday, it's just my address has changed when it was the same all the time. So, my friends, my case is kind of unique. Lost the ID, never got trim checks for a few months when my ID disappeared the first time. And now it says I got a message that my address has changed to back to this address. Well, I always lived here. So I wonder, no wonder she moved. Main suspect. There's a lot of suspects now, and they all connect together. Maybe a little complex and a little longer to investigate into. Thanks to my help, I'll give them a hand and get a shorter investigation into that. So, yeah. That's the main thing. We have to work together to stop these criminals of a feather from flocking together anymore. Scatter them about. Get them one by one. Just like a hawk plucking out the troublemaking little rodents out there. Yeah. They scatter. They're all together. Once you get them, they all scatter. Pluck, 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 pluck. A little sporadically. But if a lot of us work together, we can get them all at once and just infiltrate them all. And that is the main thing that counts, and we can do it. Investigation is very complex. To me, it's easy. Like, depends on the prospect of investigation. Like, I am good at, these are personal cases, obviously. So obviously it affects me very badly, like hence the drinking. So it's a very personal case for me. That's why I'm messed up. But a professional investigator and professional police forces, they don't take it personally. They do the job. So they detach themselves from it emotionally. In my case, I get messed up in drinking because of the personal issues of it. And that's a fact. If an officer or a professional of investigation does it personally, believe me, they're getting messed up too. So that is the thing. In my case is personal. In their case, is professional. And that's the main difference that counts. They won't get drunk. They won't get drunk because it's not a personal case for them. I get drunk on and off when things escalate because it is personal for me. And that's why police and legal professionals, investigators do not get involved personally. Because look at me. If they did, if they all did, we'll all be fucked up. But that's the thing. So I'm going to look into this address change thing, but when I got my taxes done. And FYI, for your guys' information, the one who was sexually harassing me, who got sentenced, was right behind me listening to us as we did it, trying to snoop in. It's like, no. So I told the guy who was processing my application, like, I'm going to write down my email address. Then after that, he spoke my email address aloud, right behind when he was right behind me. It's like, oh my God, are you crazy? But he gave the original email address, so I think he knows what's what. He gave the original email address, not the new one. I noticed that when he repeated back to me. So I think he knew that he was there and he was listening. So he gave me the old email address when he repeated back to me. So the guy listening got the old email address, even though I wrote down the new email address. So then they know what's what. So yeah, that's a good thing at least. So the original email address he gave to me, even though I wrote the new email address. So that's good. But somehow, some way, it says address changed, when it was always the same here. So I gotta look into this. My ID had disappeared the past twice already. Bank card disappeared twice already. No tap, never will. So it's very suspicious right there. But from when it comes to scams and so forth, if you're being harassed and so forth, that's normal reaction not to answer them, my friends. If you get emails saying, like text messages or cell phone calls to get information from you, do not answer that, and so forth. In my case, this is new. This is a new thing. My address has always been the same here. So this address change issue is something to really look into. That rhymes again. Yeah, kind of weird, huh? Ironic. Yeah. But tax season, there's a lot of scams to look into. Do not accept text messages on your phone, especially newcomers to Canada and everybody. Do not answer text messages on your phone about the CRA, about taxes or anything, because they will not contact you by phone call, by text, or by, so forth. Do not answer, and so forth, because those are scam artists. Just to let you guys know, there's a lot of scams during tax season right now, so please be careful. And I really got to look into the CRA address changed since I did do my taxes yesterday. And I can't get my account, and my ID went missing. Haven't got trim checks all. I thought I got the lump sum, but I haven't got trim checks all. Around the time my ID got missing. So that's something to look into. And judging how these criminal neighbors and the birds of a feather flock together and the ID went missing, could be anybody though, of course, as well. But criminals are criminals. So yeah. Like if you're in my shoes and you get a suspicious email saying that your address has changed and everything, please contact this number or this address. Do not do it. Go to the service, the legal government that takes care of it. Do not answer the link if you happen to get some kind of email or text about that, because it could be a scam. Even though it looks authentic, maybe this could be a scam too, for all I know. But it happened after I did my taxes. So the main thing is you got to be careful. How does someone who doesn't work pay taxes? Now I'm talking about scammers and criminals who try to get taxes and get money from people who do not work, because everyone gets a refund of some kind, and it goes for people who are unemployed, employed, doesn't matter. It's happening all over the world. So I don't know why you ask me, how does someone who doesn't work pay taxes? Criminals get the refunds from everyone, rich, poor, whatever, doesn't matter, as long as you can con somebody. How does someone who doesn't work pay taxes? Nope, we do not pay taxes. We get refunds, but I'm trying to work. Yes, it's more than theft, my friend. It's called it's a very, very serious offense. They get at least 5 years jail time if they get caught. Like this email I got saying my address changed, and these people who were involved were talking about for years. It may or may not be them. I don't know. Could be anybody. But yeah, right now it is the season of scam artists, of tax season. The scam artists, con artists, criminals are very active during tax season, Christmas season, and yeah, around those two times, the most busiest times for criminals and con artists to be active. Con artists, identity thieves, and so forth. So socialism? Socialism. Okay, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to talk about that on my next YouTube stream. What you said, my friend? Refund should be if you overpaid, not because you didn't do anything, pay anything. Okay, so I'm gonna check into socialism, my friend. And yeah. Refund should be if you overpaid, not because you didn't pay anything. Explain that a little bit more specifically. Like, give me an example about that, what you mean. I want to see what you have to say for an example, not just defining it. If you do have an example, if you have the guts. An example, refund should be if you overpaid. Give me an example of that, for instance. For starters, why not? Let's make this interesting. Give me your perspective, because it'd be best for all of us to understand about your perspective. Why not? Let's make this interesting. Give me an example of refund should be if you overpaid. Give me an example. Enlighten us. Okay, why should someone, whoa, doesn't work, don't pay any taxes, get a refund? Well, You really don't use your head, do you? Too much, do you? Wow. Look, economy is going down. Social assistance, disability, and it's only in a normal circle of life that we get a refund because things are tough. Because if we don't get these refunds, food banks are in crisis and everything. It's even 10 times worse it was before. So why you're basically asking why the poor should get a refund? Because we are struggling enough as it is. It's always been that way. And as for the people who make money, I understand that you guys have to pay something back to the government, which makes sense. Use your damn head, you idiot. Don't tell me you're one of those people. Anyways, believe me, I've looked for a job. I used to work in warehouse. I used to work 40 hours a week. And I'm trying to look for a job like hell. I would give anything to work 40 hours a week and not deal with all this stuff. I wouldn't mind paying taxes because we make rich people who have a budget, people who have an income beyond the disability and the social assistance are able to afford to pay the government back. Like let's say I make 520 bucks a week, which is about 2,000. Well, let's say I make 2 grand a month, 25 a month, 2,500 a month, whatever. For instance, that's more than social assistance. That is more than ODSP. Therefore, we have a cut to give the government because we make money. People who make less than that, asking people who make nothing. And by the way, my friend, not my friend, but Mick, what's your face? To take money and ask money from people who are struggling enough is under a certain amount. It's just cruel. It's like Scrooge taking money from the poor. Making nothing is often a choice. Yes, yes. In some cases, it is, my friend. I do agree with that. However, you have to have perspective. People have addictions, people have mental issues. I do too, but I'm smart, I'm educated, and I'm trying to look for a job. I mean, around COVID time, I was working like crazy, 40 hours a week. I was working regularly, to be honest, and I miss that. And believe it or not, my friend, I am 53 years old now. Yes, I look younger. I don't do drugs, I don't smoke. Bit of drinking problem on off due to the stress and anxiety and so forth, because I'm not working and the harassment from the neighbors. But yeah, anywho, making nothing is often a choice. Not often, my friend. Not often. I disagree with you. I don't know why you say that. That's your opinion, and I respect your opinion, my friend. I don't know why you say that. Do you have children, my friend? Do you have children? Do you have children that are fucked up on drugs? Why do you say that? I have no idea. Just wondering. You have very, very small mind. You have a very small mind. Your mind is like this. I had no idea your mind was so small. All you do is look like this. You look like this. Mick, what's your face? You look like this. I look like that. You're small minded. You just look like that. I see a whole perspective of everything. I respect everybody, and you are just judgmental. Sorry I'm saying that, but I'm glad you have children, which is cool. Yeah, I know we all get fucked up, don't we? We're not perfect, my friend. Okay, yes, I have children. Some are fucked. None are fucked up on things. And if they were, I wouldn't be funding it. Well, that's a very judgmental, stupid thing to say. You don't understand the whole perspective. Like I'm saying, you're looking like this. All you do is look like that. You don't see the whole picture. You're narrow minded. All you do is look at things like that. You don't look at the whole picture. Which is very sad for you, and I do not like that. Oh, I'm very judgmental and I'm sick and of paying people to get it and sleep till noon. No, tell me about it. Well, I'm sick and tired of being harassed by these drug dealing neighbors and this human trafficking ring, and I'm sick and tired of not getting transferred to a better apartment where I'm safe and able to get a job without being harassed and beat up by neighbors here in the fucking building. So join my world, you idiot. Your world's way better than my world. Trying to get transferred up here for a while. Get bashed in the fucking face by a neighbor. Harassed, defamed. You have no idea what's taking hell in my world, you idiot! You're an idiot! You get bashed in the face a couple of times and see how you do. You fucking judgmental fuck! You racist dick! I'm out of here. People like you! I give up. Fucking racist dick!